This is Mick and Jacob, and you're listening to Propaganda. So, did you see the State of the Union yesterday?
I actually haven't watched.
The State of the Union address. I watched almost all of it. You haven't seen it at all?
I've seen like
the clips?
Small little recaps. Yeah, I watched a really short recap of it. Not the full thing.
Basically, it was the longest State of the Union address ever, which I think Trump's last one was also the record too.
So he's just beating himself.
I think so. He's just going longer and longer every time. I was listening to it and like it was okay. It was good. Just the usual stuff. And then it got, I don't know, there was like a point in the speech. It was early on, but there was a point in the speech where Trump just like switched and he just kind of started making fun of the Democrats and calling him out and like pointing and laughing at them. And like, not like, yeah, he's done it before, but like, this is during the State of the Union. And he's literally like, watch this. They won't stand for this. And then he's like, I cured cancer. And then none of them stand, you know? But like, he was doing stuff like that the entire night. And I mean, he brings out this like girl that survived a car crash from an illegal immigrant. He brings out the National Guard members that were in DC that got shot by that Afghanistan dude. Like he brings out all these people, all these things that are like, come on, like everyone should be happy. Like America's better now, like whatever, you know, all these things. And the Democrats won't stand for it. Like they won't like.
Do they stand for the hockey team?
It sounds kind of cheesy, but the way that you show support in the State of the Union is like everyone stands and claps, you know? And it's like, I don't know, this is how it is. And like usually when you're proud of something or impressed with something, you stand and clap for it. Trump brought in the hockey team. And it was like
USA's men's hockey team that won gold at the Winter
Olympics, which we talked about last episode. And
first time they won gold in 40 years.
40 years
That's
on
why
the
it's
day.
so important, yeah.
Huge deal. Beat Canada. Also a huge deal. Like that's political as well. Like we can pretend it's just sports, but it's not. Like it's Canada. It's our neighbor up north that we're like always fighting with apparently. So like that's a big deal. That's their own game. We beat them. But he brings out the hockey team. They all have their gold medal. It's super cool. Everyone's like fist bumping up. Yeah, you know, whatever. But yeah, then the Democrats, most of them aren't standing. Very few of them are standing. And it's like, wow. You guys can't even be proud of our sports team that did well in the Winter Olympics. Like how is that? I don't know how that's not bipartisan. Like that's.
Is it because it's the United States and they just hate America? Or is it because
Both.
the whole thing about the women's team?
No, it's not about that. It's because A, they hate America. B, hockey's a conservative, traditional sport where the fan base is also extremely conservative. And every member on the team is essentially white. So they also hate that. And they hate the fact that it's against Canada because they love Canada. Canada's their liberal, communistic, social, hellish dream that they have. Like they love Canada for that. And also the whole joke about Trump trying to take over Canada, make it a 51st state. Yeah. They're also still salty about that. So of course the left doesn't like it. But I mean, like he brings out the hockey team. It's like great vibes all around. Everyone's like having fun, whatever, joking. Trump is like, they host the hockey team at the White House. He invited them in the office, shook all their hands, all this stuff. And he's like, I checked with the team first. He's like, they all voted on it. I voted on it. But he gave, Connor Hellebuck is his name, the goalie. He gave the goalie the Presidential Medal of Freedom.
Whoa.
He gave him, which is like, okay, come on. But it's like, he gave him the highest civilian honor there is, which is the Presidential Medal of Freedom. And I mean, of course, Republicans are like nuts for it. It's like the funniest, craziest thing ever.
President.
But Trump says it as he's saying it, as he's about to give it to him. I'm like, wait, why is an athlete getting it? And then Trump knows that. He goes, don't worry, 12 other athletes have also received the Presidential Medal of Freedom. So it's not like no one has ever gotten it, right? It's not like it's the first time ever. But he says that to like, hey, this has been the groundwork before. This isn't the first time. And still, Democrats aren't happy. Democrats don't cheer for it, whatever. And that's just hockey. That's like, genuinely, who cares? It's just a sport. It's just a gold medal, whatever. But the stuff about like the girl surviving the car crash, the stuff about all the families and trauma and like problems created from the illegal migrants in the destruction and the fraud and the waste and the scam, like all that stuff, the Democrats don't stand for. Like, I mean, he'll tell a story about a soldier overseas, like sacrificing his life for everyone. And they're just like stone-faced. They don't care.
They're like, oh, it seemed better.
In the first like 15 minutes, one of the congressmen on the Democrat side, he holds up this huge paper sign that says, black people aren't apes. Dead serious. This is a real thing that happened. Oh, holds up a huge white sign and says, black people are not apes. And that, of course, is in reference to the post that Trump made. What was it, a month ago now?
Yeah, the Obamas were depicted as monkeys.
Yes, in the Lion King AI music video, whatever.
Parody, yeah.
Yeah. So, bro brought a Sharpie and a white cardboard sign to the State of the Union and said, black people are not apes. And then he got escorted out. So,
He got escorted out.
Yeah, because he was like making a big
That's
deal and he's
funny.
yelling and everything. You know who else is making a big deal? Ilhan Omar, the Somali chick who married her brother. She is also there, right? Crazy left-wing radical, all that stuff, like we normally would assume. Trump says he calls out the Somali scammers and he calls out he calls them like, so they're savages, they're
like
scamming
that.
our people, you know, they're ruining our country, they're here illegally. And she gets like pissed and she starts screaming at him. And you can hear her.
I saw that.
You can hear her through his mic. She's like
yelling.
screaming at him. You can hear it in the room. And she's like yelling at him and he's kind of like, he keeps talking. And what did he say? What did he say? He said, he was either talking about the Somalis or about the people that are legislating and letting the Somalis in. But he's like, you should be ashamed of yourselves. And then she's like, you should be ashamed of yourself. And starts like screaming at him. It's like, okay, calm down. But
yeah, I don't know why people do that at professional. It's supposed to be professional, right?
Not anymore. I think it's all joke now. Like you're literally, and people that will disagree with this will hate it, whatever. But like, you literally have half the room. Okay, first off, everyone there is bought and paid for. Almost everyone there is fake. Almost everyone there is a fraud, both sides, left and right. But you do have half the people that like the country and the other half that hate the country. So it's not serious. The other half would celebrate. We already saw this earlier in the year. They would celebrate if something happened to Trump or Vance or to a fellow Republican congressman or Senate person, whatever. They would celebrate it. They would dance in the streets and dance on their dead bodies. They would love that. They hate this country. They hate you. They hate me. They hate everything we stand for. Like, it's not serious. And yeah, Trump making jokes and like pointing and laughing at them. Okay, is that unpresidential? Okay, whatever. These people refuse to stand or clap or cheer for one of our sports teams winning a tournament.
It's almost like the only way you can deal with them is
correct by laughing at them. Yeah,
pointing it out and mocking them. Yeah.
The only time the Democrat side stood, the entire Democrat side stood and cheered for, the only time was after Trump announced that we received all the Israeli hostages. So all the hostages, dead and alive, we got their bodies or we got them back from Hamas. That was the only time they all stood up. Sorry, hit you. That was the only time they all stood up and cheered, which is kind of crazy because 5 minutes before Trump said that, he said, I ended 8 wars. There's no more wars. He's like going on and on about all these wars he ended, which whatever. They're like, most of them are minor like conflicts that don't involve us at all. But whatever. He says he ended them. They don't cheer at all for him ending wars, but they do cheer for the 28 Israeli hostages that he finished bringing home wherever. Like, so
insane.
But these people are not serious. So when you say like it's supposed to be serious, it's supposed to be presidential and professional, it should be, but it's not.
Yeah. No, it is kind of a joke now. You're right.
Yeah. But I mean, like, the start of the speech, it was like, okay, whatever. It actually seemed like Trump was off. It seemed like he was going all over the place, like not really on it, not like in a consecutive storytelling mode. It was like this and that and this and that.
He's feeling old to me.
I think he is feeling older.
Yeah.
It's crazy how much he's still with it, but he is feeling older.
Right. He's nowhere near Biden level, but like he's starting to feel old.
Yeah, not even close. But it's like, you have that, and then he kind of just starts like, I think going more off script and talking more, and then just blaming the left. Like, I mean, he's pointing at him and laughing at him, and then he's like, they won't stand for anything, like this and that. It's kind of funny. He gave away some Presidential Medal of Freedoms. He gave away the Congressional Award. He had like 2 different World War II veterans in the crowd that they awarded. Like, you know, like good stuff. And it's like, okay, does the fact that the World War II veteran got a medal, does that affect you and I? No, but it's like, it's good to see. It's right. It's
patriotism.
Yeah, it's patriotic. It's traditional. Mm-hmm. And it's the State of the Union. You know, it's like the state of our country. So it is nice to see like what are we winning on? What are we doing well in? What's the next steps? Like, what should we be proud of? What should we support and represent? And
yeah, what's the agenda?
Right.
Of this
honestly, it was one of the better State of the Union addresses I've seen. I mean, the ones in recent years have not been great, so it wasn't too high of a bar. But I thought it was okay, and I think it got like really funny towards the end. I mean, he's just like going into the Democrats.
I was saying I'm gonna miss him as president for that reason.
Yeah.
He's funny. You have to admit he's funny. You hate him, you love him, either way. Yeah. He's hilarious. Yeah.
Yeah. He brought up or talked about this girl that like she was trying to be transitioned by like her teachers or whatever, and they try to take away from her parents and this and that.
That's what I like.
And he's like, you people did this. I saved it from you, you know, like that type of stuff. I'm like, dude, okay, it's
because
funny.
these people are crazy.
Yes, these people are crazy, and points at the left side of the room. It's so funny. I mean, yeah, it was good to see, honestly. And I mean, whatever you want to say about numbers and about progress and about like, yeah, I wish we had more of everything. I wish we had, you know, more jobs, more deportations, a better economy, less whatever, more GDP, less inflation, less illegals here in the first place. Like, yeah, we want all those things, but also he's giving numbers and he's like saying, okay, the housing is doing a little bit better, rent is a little bit down, like prices are a little bit more affordable, like this and that, which I don't know if there's true data to back that up, but I mean, even him speaking about it and arguing his points and giving someone like the, hey, this is what's better.
Yeah.
It makes you feel slightly better about the country. And I know the world's a mess and our politics are a mess and our country's a mess, but, and this sounds like so boomerish to say, but it's like, let's be glad it's not worse. Does that make sense? And that's not to say we shouldn't demand more and ask for more and keep voting and keep putting people in charge that we would actually think would help us. We should do all that, but it's like, it could be worse. And
Kamala could be president.
True.
Yeah.
And it's, I don't know, at some point you have to like be a little bit, what's the right word?
I feel like a lot of Americans, I feel like a lot of Americans, they almost always look at the glass half empty.
Yes.
Kind of world, like viewpoint on things. And
I do a lot.
I do too. No, but I do too. Like, oh, awesome. Like gas prices went down 50 cents. Well, how about $1? You know, like at some point you do have to understand that things take time and sometimes the glass is filling up a little bit, not just getting emptier. Mm-hmm. And but also that's just kind of everyone's mindset, even on social media, and I think news outlets have a huge part in that too. Yeah. It's just always negative. It's no matter what happens, it's always negative. Well, it could be better. Well, actually, he could have done this instead, you know?
Yeah, he talked about like the foreign policy. He talked about the Maduro kidnapping. He talked about like, you know, some of the people involved with it and how it went. Like it's good stuff. It is. And it's good to hear it from your president too. It just is. Like our last president, again, he couldn't even talk. He couldn't even deliver a speech. He couldn't last 3 minutes talking. Like, I mean, this guy, so it's a step up from that at least. And I don't know, honestly, like it's almost not even about all the stuff Trump says and about what the Republicans stand for and cheer for. It's about everything that the Democrats don't support, don't cheer for. What did he say? He said, stand up if you agree with the following statement. The American government's number one priority is to protect the American citizens, not illegal immigrants. And none of them stood up. None of them. They cannot agree. So remember, you as American citizens and a lot of people as not American citizens are voting these left-wing politicians into office, right? And we can't agree. They can't agree that their job as an elected office holder, as someone who's supposed to represent us and the people and the law and the Constitution, is to protect American citizens, not illegal immigrants. Okay, that doesn't mean we wish bad on them. That doesn't mean we don't treat them with human rights or whatever you want to say. But they can't even agree that their number one job as a political office holder is to protect American citizens.
Is to protect the people that they have been voted into, serve.
It's crazy.
That is crazy.
So
you voted them in, and they can't even sit there and clap for a statement saying that their job is to serve you.
Yeah.
They would rather serve someone from India, someone from Mexico or Somalia. That's pretty bad.
The very fact that you say illegal, the very fact that you say other than they're not American citizens already, like that in and of itself is the reason they don't stand up.
Yeah.
And again, it really is as simple as these people hate you and they hate this country. They do. I'm not saying it's everyone on the left side, but man, when you see the full room and you see half of the side stand up and cheer for something and the other half doesn't move, they don't blink, it puts it pretty much into black and white. Literally. Black and white. And
because
it's like
they don't have morals.
Yeah.
They just hate Trump. You know? A girl's family, she got stabbed on a train heading home from work, and Trump says that was evil and bad. And they can't like look past the fact that Trump is saying it. Yeah. They just hear Trump talking and they're like, I can't stand for that, whatever he's saying, you know?
these absolute retards on the left, I'm dead serious. They are sitting in the audience with Ukraine flags pinned to their suits. Yeah. They have Ukraine flags on their suits. You know why? Why do they have Ukraine flags? Oh, because Russia's in a war with Ukraine and we chose to side with Ukraine. Why was Irina Zurutska here in the first place? Because she was a refugee fleeing war in Ukraine. She was a poor Ukrainian girl escaping the war, and it's our job as American citizens to help the illegals, help the immigrants, help people that make this country better. She fled war and destruction of her country to be here in our country, and she got killed by a career criminal.
And
they won't cheer for her.
Because we haven't made it safe for people like her in this country.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's so backwards. They they want immigrants to come to this country because it's safe and good here, but then they're also at the same time advocating for someone like the man that murdered her to be on the streets. Well, it was unjust. It was racist for him to be in jail. Right. But then when you have him, when you don't have a justice system that puts him behind bars forever, then you have him on the streets murdering the very immigrants that they're advocating to come here and take shelter from wars.
And again, they can argue, oh, well, he shouldn't have been in jail or he deserves a second, whatever. That's a terrible argument. It's not true, but they can argue it. What's crazy to me is they are saying, oh, we support Ukraine. We're with them. We're so sorry you're in this war. We're going to do everything we can to help. We're going to take your refugees here. But when one of the refugees gets killed directly resulting from a policy that these people put in place, they don't have the courage, the morals, the values to stand up and at least support the mother of this girl that was killed on a train.
Yeah. These people also want the United States to welcome in whatever the hell is going on in Mexico. Hello? Can we talk about that? That is a neighboring country. If you don't know, Mexico is going up in flames right now, literal flames, because one of their main cartel leaders, El Mencho. I was about to say Muncho. El Mencho was killed by American military.
He was killed by Mexican military that was assisted by American intelligence, American weapons.
Thank you.
American personnel. But we didn't kill him. They killed him.
Okay.
Which is crazy because that's like an uprising there. The crazy part is not that that some cartel leader got killed. The crazy part is that the Mexican government was able to kill this guy. Like that's the power dynamic there. Is the cartels are in charge. The gangs are in charge. The gang leaders, the mencho men, they are the crazy, powerful.
Yeah.
Like these guys run the country. Not the president of Mexico, not the people elected.
And it's apparent because right now, I mean, there's certain parts of Mexico where you walk out on the street.
I mean, they're blocking it down.
You're gonna
they're taking over the country, which just shows that they already run it with money in threats and assassinations on political figures. It happens all the time there. It's crazy. Mm-hmm. They already run it. This just shows even more so that they literally do run it and they can close roads and attack people and tell police officers to move out of the way. There's a video going viral right now of a police officer pulling over a car.
Yeah.
And they roll the window down and then the police officer sees the guy's a cartel member and then just lets him go because he can't do anything about it.
Oh my
It's just like, it's that awkward moment when you see your boss outside of work and it's like, okay, sorry, you know?
It's terrible.
And like, that's literally, they're running the country. But don't worry.
Okay.
Don't worry. We've been told that these people are just like you and I. Their cultures are just like you and I. Their country that they come from.
We're the same.
It's just like you and I. Like, there's no problems. And it's like, and I'm not saying some Mexican Hispanic family that wants to come here and make a better life for themselves. I'm not saying they shouldn't be allowed to. But it's like when you import the third world, you become the third world. And forget about legal immigration. When you let the border stay open for 4 years straight and invite people to come in, that's who you get here. If you think they're on that side of the border wall, if you think they're 3 miles away from San Diego, I bet you they're in San Diego too. If they're right across the wall from us, you don't think they've made it to the other side of the wall? Yeah. Of course they have.
Well, people they get like desensitized from social media when you see all these things. You think it's like some country in the Middle East.
Yeah,
that's our neighbor. Yeah. That's a neighboring country. Yeah. That's our border. Like they are right up against us.
People in San Diego were saying that they could see smokestacks in
what's the city?
Tijuana?
Yeah, thank you.
I believe.
Yeah, you're right. Because you can see that from San Diego.
Yeah,
all right, it is right there. You can it's unbelievable.
This isn't far from home.
Right. It is right in our backyards, literally. And we had a system in place for a long time where those people, those cartel members, they could just come across the border into your home, no problem. And they did.
I mean,
they're still
you cannot
here.
get to the border without cartel members. You either run into them, or they help you, or they make you pay them off, or they kill you.
That's another
how
thing,
you get to the border.
is that people think that these are just innocent families just hopping over because they're trying to escape, a poor country. No, the cartel, they're the ones that are pushing and funding this and putting these families,
they are the ones that decide either they get through or they don't get through. Like that's literally, you cannot get to the other side of the border without interacting somehow with the cartel. They run that country. But don't worry, it's safe on the resort, right? As long as you stay on the resort, you're fine. Spring break, right? Mexico.
Right.
No, you guys are retards.
Everyone is so mad that it happened during spring break. They're like, really, funny. Mexico? Yeah. Really?
Everyone's spring break's planned. All the
girls are like, my good vacation's ruined.
All the boomers going on like their winter vacation to Mexico and stuff. They're all refunding everything. Yeah. I mean, but it's the country's a hellhole. It is.
Yeah, well, that's what happens.
And this just shows that it is. It just takes something like this to actually wake a lot of people up, I feel like, and to actually see what the problem is there. It
shows that it is unstable. This is not a perfectly stable country, and it is not safe to share this like free-flowing border with.
And Mexico is more developed than a lot of other countries that people are coming through Mexico to get to. Yeah. So to get to us, it's okay. Also, here's the other thing too. Do you remember like when the prime minister of Mexico, president of Mexico, she got elected?
Oh yeah.
After the other guy got killed. Mm-hmm. Like, this is not a joke and it's not a movie, but like 30-something politicians that were directly running against her died. Like, it happens all the time. It was a couple months ago, a high-ranking member of the Mexican government, he was in the nicest, richest area of town with his daughter in their Lamborghini, and he got shot, just straight up shot through Lamborghini because it was a cartel member. And it's like, if you don't serve these people, you're not going to be in power. Mm-hmm. And if you do get in power somehow, then you're fighting against them. Your government, the people of that government are in direct conflict with, or they're all frauds and they're working for the cartel. So it's, the whole country's a mess. It's a scamish, fraud-built third world country. And it's one of the better ones compared to the rest of South America and Central America. So
I know, and everyone that was posting, no one is illegal on stolen land. Immigration, it's made up. Borders are made up. Mm-hmm. I love that they're silent now. I love it. They have nothing to say. They have nothing to say. And it's like, this just proves our point this entire time that, like I was saying before, Mexico is, it's not a stable country. It's not like all these people that are posting that borders are imaginary. They're the ones that, if they've been to Mexico, they've been to the Sandals Resort. They've been to these nice resorts. And they're like, well, this is great. What do you mean? That's not Mexico.
They're not going there now, are they?
No, they're not.
It's crazy.
And I love that they're quiet because...
Well, they don't believe what they're saying. They know it's not true.
No, they don't. But some people do. They genuinely think like, well, it's just a line in the sand. What are we doing, guys?
Yeah, let everyone over. Yeah.
Well, here's why we have those lines in the sand.
Yeah. Also, here's why we have to have the line in the sand, because they don't have a functioning enough country or a serious enough government to create their own lines in the sand and to have check immigration into their country and to see who's coming through their country to get to ours, Yeah. Like, we have to demand that they help us with it, or we have to demand that they cooperate with us in order to help the illegals be sent back home, in order to stop illegal immigration, Like, they're not... I'm just keep saying anything. They're not some developed next door neighbor of the U.S. Okay, and I think the point of that is just who you let into the country, what type of people you do, not your race, not your ethnicity, but the types of people you let into the country that can seriously change what your country is about, what your country turns into, who is here in the first place, and that's who we know about. That's who we let in, not about who we don't know about, not about the illegals. Like, we've already lost on that front. We have no clue who's here. So you have to do what you can to stop who you know is coming over. I mean, it's so hypocritical too. So.
You have to have a system, because if you don't, people will take advantage of the fact that there's no system.
Yes.
And then you have cartel gangs running the street.
Yeah.
And then it will look like Mexico, and I don't want that.
I mean, it's like the Italian mafia like 60 years ago, Except it's 2026, and this is a country. It's not a city. It's not a part of the country. It's not a whatever. I mean, dude, it's like the cartels are controlling an entire country. Our southern neighbor. Like, I don't know. don't go to Mexico right now. Don't go to the resorts. If you do go to the resorts, stay on the resorts. Like they said, they were right.
And the resorts are run by the cartels too.
Yeah. But that's a topic for another time.
Yeah, right. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Propaganda. As always, we appreciate the listen. And if you could follow us on all of our socials, that would be great. And then leave a positive comment on the podcast. It helps get it out. And happy Friday. Have a great weekend. And we will see you Tuesday.